As a former flight attendant and an avid traveler, I have seen so many bags over the years. From bags that barely fit under the seat in front of you to people struggling to stay organized during their flights. So today I am reviewing the Nomad Lane Bento Bag and sharing with you whether I think it's practical for real traveling or not. So this is the Nomad Lane Bento Bag in this beautiful sangria color. So if you're somebody who loves organization, travels often, or just wants a bag that makes airport traveling easier, then this might honestly become your new favorite travel bag. So today I'm going to show you everything that fits inside, all the compartments, and what I love about this personal item. And I'm also going to share with you some of their compression cubes as well from Nomad Lane. So Nomad Lane did gift me this bag. I do have their older version, the V3 version. This is the V4. I have really enjoyed the older version, but this one, by far, so much better than the V3. So today I want to share with you exactly what I love about this bag. So I do want to thank Nomad Lane for sending me over this bag and these compression cubes to review for you guys. Let's get started with this personal item bag review and how I'm going to pack it for you. So my first impression of this bag, it's so organized, has so many compartments, and feels pretty premium. The material is so sleek and wipeable, and what really stood out is how organized this bag is. This is gonna make your life a lot easier when you're on the plane and in the airport. When I was flying as a flight attendant, I realized how important a good carry-on setup was because I was constantly flying and going from plane to plane into the hotel and basically living out of your bag. So a good setup in a personal item is very important. Having a place for everything makes traveling so much easier and less stressful. There are compartments literally everywhere, and I can't wait to get into them with you. And this is designed to fit under the seat in front of you, and you'll see as in the picture, I took this on a long weekend trip to New York City, and this fits so nicely under the seat in front of me. There's room for my feet to slide right beside it as well. It was just so nice to have everything handy and hands-free and easily accessible under the seat in front of me. I mean, it's designed to fit under the seat in front of you, but it opens like a little small suitcase. And it keeps all the essentials you may need at your disposal. And it's also designed with business travelers in mind. So if you're a business traveler, then this is great because it has room for all of the electronics, your laptop, anything that you're going to need for business travel. So I do have some things that are already in here that I just didn't unpack, so I could kind of show you some of the things that will fit in here and what I took with me. So let's get into this review. I'm so excited about this. This color is gorgeous. They came out with 2 new spring colors, and this is the sangria, and this is one of them, and it's so beautiful. So this goes so easily over your suitcase because you do have this trolley sleeve in the back. There's also a zipper. So if you don't want to put this over your suitcase, if you want to just kind of carry this with the tote straps, then you can zip this bottom part and this becomes a pocket. There's not a snap closure or anything. It does have a pocket though. So once this is zipped, this becomes a pocket or you can unzip it and your handles on your suitcase will fit right through this. There are 4 ways that you can carry this. So you can put it on your suitcase through this trolley sleeve. You can just carry it by the tote handles if you want to do that as well. And then there's also an included strap on the inside, and I'll show you that once we get it on the inside because it has its own little place if you want to store it while you're traveling. You've got this little slip-through pocket, which is great to put your phone in. These handles are really nice rolled handles. I love these. These are a little bit different than the older version that I had, and I like this version of handles so much better because they lay down so nicely when you're not carrying them and using them. You also have the Nomad Lane in a metal on here, and this is kind of like in a gunmetal, so it really pops against this really beautiful sangria color. I just love this color. It's so beautiful. On the front, there is a really nice organized front pocket. This is where I kept everything that I wanted to have handy in case I needed to just bend down and grab something out of here while I was on the plane. This was a really convenient way. You can see it opens pretty good. So everything that is in here, you're able to see and get to easily. You can kind of see everything real easily. And I love that it has the light lining, makes things easier to find. So in here, you have little sections for pens. This is a nice little slot where you can put your passport. And then here's another little cargo pocket up here. I actually have my passport in this cargo pocket. So that's really nice because you have one on this side, and then you have one on this side, and then you also have this key bungee. So I drove to the airport, parked my car, put my keys on here, and forgot about them until I was finished with my trip and back to the airport, and I just clipped them on this, and it was a real easy way to know where they were going to be at when I got back to the airport to try to go find my car. So that's really great, and it's a nice bungee, so it'll pull out if you need it to. And then here was one of your cargo pockets, and I just put snacks in here. And then on this other side, I did have an air tag, and then I had my Kindle in there because I was going to be reading on the plane. And then also my AirPods were in here as well. And then I had a charging cord in here as well. So this is just a quick access pocket that I think is great. So anything that I was going to be reaching for in the plane, I put in here. So this just makes easy access for the entire flight. Then behind that, this is one of the things I love so much about this bag. You have these two separate compartments that zip down the side. So when you purchase this, it comes with 2 additional bags, pouches, if you will. And they fit exactly in these 2 side pockets. So great. I love this feature of it. But then I also want to show you that when I was traveling to New York, I actually put 2 different pouches in here and they fit nicely in there as well. And I'll show you how those kind of fit in here. But this is a tech pouch that comes with it, has a nice little handle on it. And then you've got this zipper round that has, again, that light lining on the inside. So you've got your little bungees here. You can throw a power bank in here or some cords. But you have the pocket here, and then you have the bungee here, and then you've got some mesh on the other side with the zipper compartment where you can throw some things in there. And it's mesh, so you can still kind of see what you've got inside. And then on the other side, you have your TSA approved bag for your liquids. Again, it has that carrying handle on there, and it's clear and see-through, so you can see everything that's in it. Has that really nice zip around, and you can put your travel size items in here. So when I was packing for my last trip, I just decided I was putting my toiletries in one of these additional TSA approved bags that I had. It was wipeable, clear, and I thought it was great. But the good thing is it fit right in here as well. So even though it wasn't the one that was included, I was able to put another kind of bag in there, and it zipped over it really nicely. And then I had another one of them that I put my makeup in. Again, really nice because it was clean, wipeable, and it fit in this section here. And so I had my toiletries on one side, my makeup on the other side. Oh, I also forgot to mention that it does come with its own little dust cover bag. So while you're storing it and you're not traveling, it does come with this nice little bag. So behind that double zip area, you have another opening, and this is the one that has that clamshell opening. So it opens like a little mini suitcase. This is so great. So on this side, you have this mesh area, and when you double zip this, apparently I still had my pajamas in here. So I had thrown my pajamas in this area right here. I didn't realize these were still in here. And then I had some contacts that I put in here. This is just a little case that holds my daily contacts. And then also had my eyeglass case in here as well. So I had all of that you just saw fit under here, and there was plenty more room. You can even put a pair of shoes here if you want to do that. But I love the fact that, as you can see, this fits very nicely right here. So this packing key was kind of meant for like undergarments and things like that. So you could actually put those, and they fit so nicely under there. But this is the one side of the clamshell opening. I mean, this packing for this bag is so much easier than a regular like duffel or weekender where things are piled on top of each other. And it's not as easy to get. You might have to dig around to the bottom of it. You don't have to do that with this because it has this kind of opening. I think it's great. So on the other side of that is where you're going to put your laptop and things like that. So you do have this Velcro, and it's a very strong Velcro right there. And there's 2 padded openings. So I actually think I have my iPad back in the back. I just kind of threw it in there last minute when I was coming back. So here is my iPad. I'm going to take that out of the back. And you can actually put the iPad in the front. It's just a regular size, not the bigger size, but I do believe the bigger size would fit in there as well. And then let me put my laptop right here. Now, the front part is lightly padded. This second part is padded very nicely. It's padded on the back and in the front. So it's a lot of padding in between the 2 electronics if you're putting an iPad and a laptop in here. So I have my 16-inch laptop that fits in here. It's not going to fit anything wider than that. So you can see that that fits in there nicely. We'll zip around it. So I've got my laptop, I've got the iPad, and I'm going to snap that up and then close it up. And you still have plenty of room. So having the ability to have your laptop and your electronics here in the middle, which is really padded, is a really great feature. Now, you may be thinking, I don't want to be in the airport or I don't want to be in the airplane and have to just completely unzip this to get out my laptop. Well, you don't. Because it has the double zip entry that zips all the way around, all you have to do is kind of just unzip the top part. And so it's not going to open up, but you can still have access to that, and you can easily pull out your laptop with no problem, or your iPad with no problem. So that's really great that you do have the clamshell opening, but then you also have it to where you can just open the top and pull things out of there if you need to. What really surprises me is how compact this bag looks, but how much it actually holds. And on the side, I don't want to forget this feature, it has this zipper right here that zips around, and this opens with this mesh where you can put a water bottle. And then we haven't gotten to the last zipper compartment yet. So this is where I kind of just threw some things in here. Again, You can fill up these packing cubes and pack these in the back with some undergarments, with jeans, and I'm telling you, you can fit 2 to 4 days worth of clothes in this personal item alone. At the bottom here, you have a little bungee that keeps the strap. So this is how I was telling you earlier that you have several ways that you can carry this, and you can also carry it by the strap. It has a really nice seatbelt style strap with some really durable swivel hardware that goes on these D-rings on the side, and a nice padded area here. So you can adjust this to either be over the shoulder or you can adjust it to be a crossbody as well. And I just love how it has its own little home here that's not gonna get in the way. You just put it under this bungee, and if you want to use it, you can. If you don't, then you don't have to worry about like keeping it at your house and forgetting where it's at when you come back. You've got it all together. So I do love that little feature. It's just the little things also that make this bag so convenient and hassle-free. Then I want to talk about these compression cubes. So these came as a 4-pack. So you've got this slim little compression cube, and it's got this handle on it. This is perfect for like undergarments, socks. You can roll some socks and put them in here. And I love the way that this could fit in that clamshell opening part. Then it comes with this bag that has a drawstring on it. You can put some dirty clothes in there if you wanted to, but it's kind of like a 2-section. So you've got this side, you've got a seam down the center. You've got this side where you could throw something in there, maybe that's wet that you wanted to keep separate. And then you have this other side that goes all the way to the bottom. So you can throw something on this side and this side, keep them separate, and it has drawstrings on both sides. And then you have this medium size bag. Again, has that carrying handle, the compression features on here, and the mesh. So you can see everything that's in here. And then you've got your larger one where I was able to fit 2 pair of jeans in here and compress those down. So I showed you unpacking the bento bag as a personal item. I had just gotten back from New York City over a long weekend, and I kind of showed you unpacking how I had packed it coming back from that trip on the airplane as a personal item. So that's why I'm coming back on a different day to share this with you, because I'm going to be just going over to Nashville for a few days, and I thought that I would just pack everything that I'm going to be taking in the bento bag. So I wanted to show you how I can pack the 3 days worth of clothes that I'll be taking with me and everything I'll be taking with me to Nashville in these compression packing cubes and how it'll all fit in here. So I thought I would kind of show you 2 different ways. How I had packed it as my personal item, kind of unpacking it for you all when I got back, and then also how I can pack it for like a long weekend on a road trip, because it's just a couple hours away, so we're not flying, we're just driving there. I just wanted to kind of show you how I would pack everything. So again, I'm going to be using the same kind of toiletry bags that I had used previously and showed you, and I'm going to just put them in those 2 side pockets, which, you know, they just fit these so perfectly. I love these 2 pockets. And then here's my makeup that I'll be putting on the other side. And then I'm going to go ahead and pack these up in the compression cubes. Now, this is that small, slender packing cube that I had shared with you. I've already got 3 days worth of socks, underwear, and an extra bra in here. I didn't really want to show you my undergarments, but they're all packed into this and compressed. And I'll show you where we're going to put those in just a moment. But I have a pair of pajamas and a pair of shorts and a top, and then another top with a pair of jeans, and another pair of jeans and a top. So I've got 3 outfits for 3 different days, and we've got the medium packing cube and the large packing cube. I'm gonna pack them all in this large packing cube and show you how they'll fit in the back of this bento bag. So I'm actually gonna put them in there with it fully open, and then I'll compress it after I get everything in here. So that's 1 outfit, 2 outfits, and now 3 outfits in here. And we're going to see if I can put the pajamas in here as well and compress it down and fit it in this back pocket. We are going to see. This is me experimenting with packing for 3 days in this bento bag. Okay, so I've got it all zipped up, and now I'm going to do the compression. All right, so now there it is, all compressed up. This is 3 days worth of clothes plus a pair of pajamas. And I am going to open this back compartment of the bento bag, and I'm going to put it in there. So I have my 3 days worth of clothes and pajamas in the back. Then I've got the toiletries and the makeup bag in those 2 separate zipper pockets. And then I'm going to open up the clamshell section. And then I'm going to open up the little mesh side. I'm not even going to have to use my medium-sized packing cube that comes as the 4-piece set. But I'm going to put the slender one, and it fits so perfectly right here in this clamshell opening where the makeup bag and the toiletry bag are. It fits right underneath that. I could also fit something here, but I don't really need to because I've got everything fitting in the back of it. So I am going to put my iPad in the section where my laptop would go. I'm just gonna slide that down in there, and then I'm just gonna put my Kindle in the front. And I actually forgot to pack my contacts and my glasses, which I will definitely need. So I'm gonna put it in the clamshell opening, and there you can see where my iPad had fit in there. And I'm just gonna put it in this section over here where I had put that other compression cube, the slim compression cube. And there's plenty of room for that. And so this is how I have it packed up for a 3-day getaway to Nashville. So I kind of just wanted to show you how you can pack this as a personal item, how you can pack it as a weekend getaway bag, and kind of show you some of the things that could fit in a compression bag. Because they have those 4-piece compression cubes that are available as well. I'll link them down below too. I think this is really engineered great. And I think they've improved it from the V3 version. This is the V4 because I have the V3 version and I didn't think there were that many differences, but there are. There's a lot of difference. I love the material of this one better than the older version. And I just feel like this is such a good bag. This is the perfect personal item to fit under the seat in front of you. It really is. And I'm telling you, I have tested bags for years because, again, I was a former flight attendant. I'm an avid traveler. I take several trips a year. And so I'm always searching for that perfect bag. And I feel like this is the perfect bag. This is the ultimate carry-on personal item bag that you can get. So you could use this in conjunction with a carry-on suitcase and probably get 1 week to 2 weeks worth of clothing. And I overpack, so I'm not sure if I could do the 2 weeks, but I could probably get a week in there. But if you're a minimal packer, you can definitely not have any kind of problem packing in this in a carry-on and be carry-on only for any of your travel needs. But the only con that I can think of with this bag, because I almost think this bag is perfection, is the cost. It is a little bit costly, but to me, if you are somebody that travels quite a bit and you're going to be using this bag for each one of your travel destinations, this price per times used is worth it. Because of all the organization, I feel like you're going to have a stress-free vacation because you're going to be able to get to everything. You're not going to be hunting things. You're going to know where everything is. Everything has its place. And I just think the quality of this is really good. I've had my other bento bag, the older version, for I think maybe 4 years now, if not 5 years, and it's held up well. I've used it for several trips, and I do think this is a better version. I think the upgrades on this are just so well. It doesn't look overly sporty. It has a more elegant, classy, sophisticated look, if you will. It looks polished for work travel, but also casual enough for all of your personal trips and not business trips. I have traveled with so many bags over the years, and I also still have so many bags, and I can honestly say the functionality of this one, the organization of this one, the quality of this one by far exceeds any of the other bags that I have. And I think it's perfect for air travel. It's also a good car bag as well. I think it's really great for that personal item that fits under the seat in front of you. So you might be thinking, who is this bag for? Well, it's definitely for that frequent traveler. It's great for weekend trips, for business trips. And if you are a person who loves organization, this bag is perfect for you. I love to be organized, and this bag has a place for everything. And this is also for anybody who wants an elevated looking bag. If you're someone who is constantly looking through your bag for passports, keys, chargers, headphones, you're gonna love this bag. Overall, I understand why this is such a popular bag for travelers. It combines the organization of a suitcase with the convenience of a personal item. I've used it before, and I see myself using this for so many future trips. So coming from someone who used to work on airplanes every day, I really can notice when a business thinks about the traveler and has the traveler's needs in mind when they are organizing and designing a bag. So that is my review on this Nomad Lane Bento Bag and these compression cubes. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button for me, you guys. And don't forget to subscribe. If you enjoy travel videos, fashion, beauty, and lifestyle, then please make sure to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day and happy travels.